I go in there, I tell them what I want. I'm like, I want a 2020 Camry XSE with red interior. I don't want to spend more than 25 grand. What do they want for it? $39,000.
What's a normal car payment in 2026?
The national average car payment right now is $750.
Okay, quick story time because I fear I may be overreacting. So I just left the dealership. Take a wild guess about how much a brand new 2026 Ford Expedition Platinum Max with the ultimate package would cost for a lease. $1,700.
I'm pretty sure a dealership thought they were going to get over on me because I'm a girl today. I go in there, I tell them what I want. I'm like, I want a 2020 Camry XSE with red interior. I don't want to spend more than 25 grand. They show me everything but the car I told them I want. They're showing me SUVs, this, and that. I'm like, okay, like this isn't going to work.
Yeah, it's always a red flag when you go in asking for a specific car and they show you a bunch of other cars that you didn't ask for. Also, just to kind of let you know the car market that we're in, the fact that you have a budget of $25,000 for a 6-year-old car is pretty telling. It's just a lot of money, even for a Camry XSE, which is the higher trim level. It's the premium. It's got the leather interior. It's got the V6 engine. It's nice, which is why dealerships are charging so much for it.
They showed me one car, y'all. It's the final car. It's a 2022 Camry XSE with red interior. I sit in this car. The first thing I notice, it smells like cigarettes. Cigarettes are smacking me in my face. There's a burn in the center console. I'm thinking, okay, depending on what they want for this car, I could settle with that. You know, like I can have my car professionally cleaned. I can have that fixed. What do they want for it? $39,000. Am I buying a used car or a new car?
$39,000 for a used Camry is complete insanity. And the fact that it's the last car they showed her, I don't know if they did that because they were looking for cars more in her price range and they just didn't want to sell her this Camry, but that's a huge red flag. And also, you have to take into account a smoker owned this. That smell of cigarettes is really hard to get out. There's a reason cars depreciate when they find out that you smoked in them. It's also the reason they don't allow you to smoke in rentals. It's really hard to get that smoke smell out of the car. $39,000 for a Camry. And you know what it is? It's those red leather seats. They're very sought after, and the Camry is one of the more affordable vehicles where you can get those seats in.
My sister paid 18 grand for her 2020 with 125,000 miles. 38 grand. If I wanted to spend 38 grand, I'd be at a Lexus. This is crazy. Absolutely insane. So I walked. I said, thank y'all for your time. I will not be spending my money with you.
Good for her. And even the fact that her sister paid $18,000 for a car that has over 100,000 miles on it, I think to me is insane. And people will say, oh, it's a Toyota. They're reliable. Yeah, they are. And that's why they have such a huge markup on them, because dealers know that the public knows that this is the most reliable car you can get. But at what point does the money that you're saving in repairs and maintenance outweigh what you're spending on the actual car? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The whole point of getting a reliable car is to save money on repairs. Well, you're not really doing that if you're paying it on the front end by financing an expensive vehicle. And also, she's right. She can get a Lexus at that price. You can go and get a Lexus IS300, IS350. I think the IS350 might actually have the same engine as the XSE Camry. And you can get one used for about that price. I've seen them for, high to mid 30s. But again, a Lexus really is just a premium Toyota. But at least with the Lexus IS, you get something that's rear-wheel drive. It's good on gas. It's reliable. It's pretty much everything you want in a Camry. It's just, it's more premium. Not that I'm saying that she should get a Lexus. She should stick to her budget, obviously.
What's the normal car payment in 2026?
Oh gosh, I don't know. 600?
What's an average car payment in 2026?
I would say anywhere between 5 to 6. If you want a big SUV, you're in the 7s to 9.
What's a normal car payment in 2026?
$700.
What's a normal car payment in 2026?
$650.
Only to keep in mind that these numbers that you're hearing, pretty normal, sadly. My thing is, this video is being taken at a Kia dealership. This is not a Mercedes. This is not a BMW dealership. This is not an Audi dealership. This is a Kia dealership. This is supposed to be an affordable brand, and people are paying $500, $600, $700 and leaving the lot with a brand new Kia and paying that much monthly.
What's a normal car payment in 2026?
So I've seen already like almost 300, and then I've seen somebody the other day where they had like $1,500. Outrageous. Do better.
What's a normal car payment in 2026?
About $600 to $700 a month.
What's a normal car payment in 2026?
The national average car payment right now is $750.
What's a normal car payment in 2026?
The fact that someone paid $1,500 a month at a Kia dealership makes me wonder, what did they buy? What was the negative equity? There's a story behind that. It's not a good one, and it's not going to end well, probably. You should never leave a Kia dealership paying $1,500 a month.
Probably around $1,100 for 72, 84 months.
What's a normal car payment in 2000?
That's got to be rage bait. There's no way that's a normal car payment, $1,100 a month for 72, 84 months. Dealers do try to stretch the payments out for you to try to meet your monthly payment goal. You never want to negotiate on the monthly payment, though. You always want to negotiate on the total price of the vehicle.
26.
$720.
What's a normal car payment in 2026?
Depending on what you're looking at, like probably $650, $700.
What car do you have? What car do you possibly owe $46,227?
I have a 23 Jeep Gladiator Mojave.
Why do you have a $46,000 car?
Because her Scat Pack got totaled.
No, it's because she wanted a premium trim Jeep Gladiator. The Jeep Gladiator and the Jeep Wrangler, which is the SUV version of it, the Gladiator being the mid-size truck version, it's a specialized vehicle. People will get these cars. These cars are built for hardcore off-roading. The Mojave is built for high-speed desert off-roading. People don't use it for that, though. They use it to pick up Starbucks and park at the mall. You see it, too, with these big, expensive trucks that people get. People aren't using that for truck stuff. It's just to look pretty.
You have a $1,362 monthly payment on your Jeep?
Yep.
No, that's not the number, is it?
It's more than the house
Wait,
payment.
is that the number? Was it on screen?
This is for the Jeep.
Oh,
Dude. What do you think that car is worth?
I'm gonna say 30 something.
Okay, $15,990. Also, your pack.
Okay, so it's probably not worth $16,000. It probably is closer to $30,000, like she was saying. The only saving grace that these cars have, because they're not reliable and they are expensive, but they do hold their resale value. The Wrangler more so than the Gladiator, but because they're specialty vehicles, again, they're built for off-roading. They don't have a lot of competition in the market. I mean, there's the Ford Bronco, but it's really hard to find a vehicle that's, almost exactly like a Jeep Gladiator or a Jeep Wrangler, especially those higher trim ones. So in that aspect, they do hold their value so that someone else can come along, buy it used, and maybe use it for what it was intended for. Also, she said she totaled her Scat Pack. I don't know if she had to roll over some negative equity, because what happens when you total your car, the insurance pays what's called actual cash value, or a percentage of actual cash value, meaning they will pay for whatever the car is worth, not whatever's owed on the car. And the only way around that is if she had gap insurance. What gap insurance does, let's say you get in an accident, your car is worth $20,000, but you owe $30,000 on it. The gap insurance will then cover the extra $10,000 and make you whole.
It's due by 4 months.
Surprised it's not repoed yet.
Okay, quick story time because I fear I may be overreacting. So I just left the dealership. I went specifically to a Ford dealership. I'm sitting in my paid off Ford Expedition 2018 to be exact. And And let me tell you what just happened.
Before she tells us what just happened, why are you shopping for a new car? You have a paid off 2018. You're good. You don't need to be shopping for a car. This is why car prices are so expensive, because of the overconsumption. Everyone knows that these cars are super overpriced, and people are saying just let them rot, but they're not. People will go in and shop for cars, not her in particular, but just people in general. Part of the reason car payments are so high and cars are so expensive is because that's what the market is. People are buying these vehicles.
Take a wild guess about how much a brand new 2026 Ford Expedition Platinum Max with the ultimate package would cost for a lease. Okay, I'll let you guess. $1,700. 71700. The same exact price that my 4-bedroom, 3-bath mortgage is.
And she's lucky to have that, honestly. I've seen so many examples of car payments being just as much as rent or a mortgage. It's ridiculous. And again, these dealers keep getting away with it because people keep buying these cars.
What are they thinking? I don't know. Maybe it was because it was me going in there and I was like, you know what? Me as a 35-year-old female can walk into a dealership and just, test drive a vehicle and ask for some lease numbers.
That's probably part of it. It might be. The thing is, they know that you're making an emotional purchase. They know that you're not there making a logical purchase because you have a paid off 2018 vehicle. So you don't need something new. You want something new. So, they're hoping to take advantage of that. They're hoping to take advantage of the fact that you're making an emotional purchase. Maybe you feel like you deserve this. I'm not just saying her, I'm just saying people in general. You feel like you deserve this car. And because of that, they're thinking that maybe you're feeling like you deserve this car. And because of that, maybe you're willing to pay $1,700 a month on a lease. And here's the thing with leasing, by the way. If you're the type of person that absolutely has to have a brand new car every few years, which I do not recommend to anyone, but if you're that type of person, and those kind of people exist, obviously, leasing is a way better option than buying brand new. I think people look at leasing and say, yeah, but you don't own the car. Well, yeah, you don't own the car until it's paid off when you're financing. When you're getting a new car every few years, you don't own the car, you just own negative equity. And let's say you get lucky, right? And you don't have negative equity, you broke even. Maybe the car is even worth a little more than you owe on it. You still, for the last 3 years, paid a higher payment than you would have had you just leased. Buying brand new really only makes sense. And again, you should always buy slightly used. If you're keeping the car for like if you're buying a car and you plan on just driving it until the wheels fall off, that's when you want to buy brand new. But even then, you want to buy used, buy a car that's a few years used. Somebody else already paid the depreciation on it, because that's what these cars do. They depreciate in value. The best thing to do is just, if you have a car that's paid off, just keep it. If you need a car, if you're in desperate need of a car, buy a used car, buy a slightly used car, even though they're super expensive. You know what's more expensive? A brand new car. Because the used car market is a direct reflection of the new car market, unfortunately. These new cars will have like an MSRP price and then they will just be marked up, and that's got to stop. And I hope it does.
I don't know. How hard can it be? Boys do it, right? So I walk in there. First question, how much do you want your payment to be? Sir, Michael, I just want you to run some numbers ethically and tell me how much you can do it for. Okay? So he said, yeah, no problem. 48-month lease, $1,700. I laughed in the man's face. I said, no. I don't know. Maybe they didn't think I could play ball, but I worked in a dealership at 16 years old. So you're not gonna fool me once, fool me twice kind of thing. It's just an absolute no. For a
I'm surprised that she was shocked by the monthly price and not by the overall price. Because usually what these dealers try to do is they want to negotiate on the monthly payment. They ask you, what do you want your monthly payment to be? And that is how people screw themselves over. Because what happens is, and I used to work for an auto lender, so I used to see this all the time. I used to process loans. What happens is you go in, you agree to a monthly payment. The bank, I'm sorry, the dealer finances you with the bank. The bank gives you a base rate. You don't know what that base rate is. They don't. The dealer doesn't tell you, and the bank doesn't tell you. So there's a base rate. If the dealer can add points to the base rate, add a point, 2 points, and still be at the monthly payment that you agreed to, guess what? They're going to do it. And all of that, that's just profit for the dealer. They're just cleaning up. That's how they make their money. That and servicing vehicles.
No, me and my 2018 that is paid off, we're not going anywhere. $1,700. Maybe, you know what? In this economy, maybe that is the going rate. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's the problem with this car market. This is one of the worst car markets I've ever seen. I hope it gets better. I don't know if it is. If you have a paid off car though, regardless of what the car market looks like, you should always just ride that thing into the ground. Vehicles and car payments are what keep most people poor. It's what keeps most people broke. It's what keeps even people that are doing well, it's what's keeping them from reaching the next level. There's a cost opportunity there. People spend so much money on cars, again, because it's an emotional purchase. Most people do not think logically when they purchase a vehicle. They're not thinking, I need something that's A to B. I'm going to get something used, reliable. They want the car that they want, so it can be a very emotional decision, just like buying a home. Only with a home, at least, in most cases, and, this is a whole nother topic, at least there's some equity there that can be built, maybe. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.